Do your clients know you have access to alternative investments? Today, more of the world's wealth is happening outside the public markets. There are roughly 2,800 publicly traded companies, but compare that to the 19,000 private companies, each generating more than $100 million in annual revenue. What was once reserved for institutions and family offices and endowments is now becoming increasingly democratized and accessible to financial advisors. The question is, do your clients know it's part of your process? I'm Duncan MacPherson, CEO of Pareto Systems, and for over 25 years, my team has helped financial advisors build more consistent, predictable, and purposeful businesses. In this clip from the Always On podcast, we examine what is driving the growth of private markets, why alternative investments have become more relevant, and how this shift and evolution can help advisors expand their role, strengthen fee worthiness, and gain a more complete view of their clients' entire financial lives. I said to an advisor last week, back to your point about that shift from salesmanship, the fixation on products and pricing and performance, transactional. I said to the advisors that how much better is your life and your alignment with your clients because of advisory, because of your shift to advisory. And we had this amazing conversation how it expanded the client's thinking about the advisor's role, impacted fee worthiness, and helped them get eyes on assets that the client had that were outside of the advisor's process. The second home in Tahoe or anything that they've been participating in outside of the advisor's purview. So I guess my point is, based on complexity, based on demography, I'm curious. Chicken and the egg. Demography, complexity, that's obviously driving some of this. But what about the advisor's role evolving based on market forces and what created this emergence of alternative investments? Where did it come from? Is it responding to demography and complexity, or is there something else that's driving it?
I think there are many factors at play here, but the simple example is that companies are staying private longer or choosing never to go public at all. Okay. And that has to do with where funding can come from, right? It used to be an initial public offering or maybe a secondary offering or, the underwriting, the issuance of a bond or whatever. These were funding mechanisms for growth. And now that funding can come from private equity and other places that make it unnecessary to go public, or even if a company goes public but doesn't do so as early in their life cycle as maybe they would have, a lot of the growth that's associated with being an owner is unavailable to people who don't have access to private investments, right? So it's not necessarily a commercial for that. It's just a fact that there are far fewer companies that trade publicly in this country now than there were 20 years ago, whether that was a result of companies gobbling up their suppliers or merging or acquiring or not. But the simple fact that funding for growth can come from